Hello kids, what I'm going to talk about today is probably something that I've talked about before, but it is so important for you to really listen to this one. It is the 17th of June 2026. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because well, it probably won't be the same date of what I upload this at, but it's around that period of time, right? And there's a person called Young Bob, is his nickname. And he has some views, and some of them are, a lot. And, people don't like him for what he says. And I don't blame them. And he got attacked not long ago. I think he's quite young. I think he's like 17 or 18. He's quite young. And he got attacked, I don't know how long ago now. There was another person called Charlie Kirk that got assassinated. But these ain't just two random attacks, right? Like, people attack each other because they don't agree with what the other person is saying, right? And it's not a new thing, right? It happens all the time. But I want you kids to understand that to not be like that. Don't attack someone for what they say, no matter what it is, even if it is so crazy. I've said this a million times over in many videos that you've probably watched. Most people in this world talk 99% rubbish. And there is always 1% of what they absolutely know what they're talking about. And it's your job to extract that 1% from everyone you meet. Now, it's a very hard task at times, but I promise you, everyone has 1% of just something they know what they're talking about, or they're very educated on the matter. I think attacking someone, killing someone, silencing someone, all these things are really bad because it stops the conversation, right? If you have two people and they are clear of mind and they're reasonable, when you have a conversation, two things happen, right? Only two things can happen if those two types of people come into contact with each other. Someone that's clear of mind and they're reasonable. They will talk, they'll debate about one thing, and either this person will come on their side and go, okay, I get what you're saying, or this person will go, okay, I get what you're saying, or they'll go, okay, let's agree to disagree, and we'll come back at a later stage to debate it. That's it, unfortunately. Fortunately, that is the outcome. But when two people come together and they start talking, and then attacking happens, killings happen, silencing happens, those two people, one of them, yeah, maybe both, are not clear of mind and they're not reasonable. And when you're talking to someone that's not reasonable, it is a bit of it's a waste of your time. It's a void. And for those people, I probably wouldn't even bother. Not to not give them time, but if you see that the conversation or the debate goes around in a circle, or it escalates to violence, or them using their emotions and not their brain, they're probably not going to be great at being reasonable and clear of mind. So there's not really a point in debating with them, because they're always going to believe what they believe, even if you had the best evidence and the best statistics or whatnot for them. Also, what I want you to do, one more thing, is when you have a stance on anything, right? I would implore you to try to take the opposite stance. Like, really get your mind into that place, right? Is to always try and argue the devil's advocate. Try to always argue the other point. Because sometimes when you do that, you'll see flaws within your own argument. You'll see holes within your argument that you can either strengthen or maybe even change perspective or view on that subject that you thought you were so strong on, right? Because if you never really give up your mind for a second and just allow it to wander to the other side, have a little look around, how are you ever going to know what you're saying is completely true? Or how are you going to be so strong within what you're saying if you don't know the other side? At the end of the day, kids, no one in this world. Doesn't matter who they are, even if they are some of the worst, should not be prosecuted, should not be harmed or killed or silenced for what they say. And if someone is having that done to them, it's unfair, even if what they're saying is bonkers. Because that's the whole point of freedom of speech. We all get to talk, even if we all chat bullshit, even if we all say some silly shit. That's the whole point, to then decipher what's silly and what's not. Because if none of us gets to talk, none of us actually get to communicate on what's right and what's wrong. We got to where we are as humans right now because we decided that killing someone's bad. Alright, we're not allowed to do that. Okay, helping someone across the road, an old person across the road's right. Okay, let's do that. You know, like we only communicated that, right? We communicated that. And without communication, without talking, we cannot decipher as humans what's wrong, what's right, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. And yeah, I think when you get silenced, when you get hurt for saying things and whatnot, whether it's right or wrong or whatever you think, doesn't matter. That is not right. It's not right to be attacked or killed for what you say, even if they're bonkers. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.